Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being there. I know today is the start of the regular lockdown from the 18th to the 20th of May. So we are very thankful to Ambazonians for respecting the lockdown. And it's very important that we talk about that, because Ambazonians have always been very, very respectful when it comes to the lockdown. I can see the ghost town, the lockdown from the 18th to the 20th has been respected, especially today, the 18th that the lockdown began. And I'm very grateful with the people of Ambazonia. You can see the towns, the villages were all locked down, and it's a good sign for us. And we have to understand that Ambazonians are ready to follow their own destiny, and that is why any move that will go along with the establishment of their own destiny, so be it. Okay, be it in a negotiation settlement, be it in a referendum settlement, be it in any form that will restore the people of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, and their territory. We will respect that. So I'll be bringing the president's appearance on American Broadcasting Corporation, ABC. The president make an appearance on the channel, which is the most prestigious channel in America. And this is the interview that he had on the ABC, American Broadcasting Corporation. And you all will listen, and it was a very nice broadcast on there. And okay. So take a listen.
Good morning, Africa. Welcome to Daybreak Africa from the Voice of America. I'm James Botte in Washington. Today is Thursday, May 18, and here are some of the stories we are covering. Cameroon separatists are denying that some of their fighters have surrendered to the government. Cameroon officials told VOA Wednesday that 18 separatist fighters, including 2 generals, disarmed and surrendered. But Chris Anu, formerly Secretary of State for Communications, who is now calling himself the leader of the legitimate interim government of Ambazonia, says the news is propaganda intended to lure separatist fighters to surrender. He tells me the so-called surrendering separatists are armed robbers.
They were not Ambazonian fighters. They were boys who had left the battlefields and indulged in abductions, ransom takings. And your reporter will also tell you, if you found out, that this particular guy who was picked up had built lots of houses. How does somebody who is a fighter in the bush begin to build houses? Where is he getting the money from? So he had become a nuisance to the community, and they were hunting for him. And all he needed to do is surrender to La République du Cameroon. They are not restoration fighters. They were robbers, highway robbers, actually exporting timber to Nigeria, neighboring Nigeria. And they did that a lot, and that's where they got money to build homes. So what you see out there is propaganda from the Cameroon government. They are trying to lure our fighters to do the same, surrender.
So, Chris, I listened to your message to your people about May 20. Tell us what's the significance of May 20 and what are you planning on doing?
May 20th, 1972 was the day that the French Cameroon government conducted a fraudulent referendum in which you could only vote yes for the Southern Cameroons to join with French Cameroon. After they did that, it became a National Day celebration every month. And they want Southern Cameroonians to go out and celebrate the day they were colonized and annexed by French Cameroon. So 6 years ago, we banned the celebration of 20th May in our territory. And so this time, we have declared a total lockdown of the Southern Cameroon beginning Thursday through Saturday. We are sending a message to La République du Cameroon. We are no longer part of them.
You have been speaking about a referendum in Ambazonia, as you call it. What are the terms of this referendum? Who is going to be involved in a referendum in Southern Cameroon?
James, we are believing that the international community, the United Nations in general, will come into the middle of this conflict and say to Cameroon, hey, if you believe that the English-speaking part of that territory still belongs to you, why not give the people the opportunity to vote for it? That is all we are asking for. We want the people of the Southern Cameroons to go to the polling stations, vote as to whether they want their own independent country or they want to stay in one and indivisible Cameroon. So, James, we are saying by a referendum, Cameroon can then test that narrative. A referendum is the easiest, the simplest, the cheapest means of resolving this 7 years conflict.
That was Chris Anu, the self-proclaimed leader of the legitimate interim government of Ambazonia. He was speaking with us from the U.S. city of Houston in Texas.
Thank you. That was President Chris Anu there on the ABC, American Broadcasting Corporation, ABC. And you heard the interview was based on 3 questions. The first question was about the surrender, the propaganda surrender of the so-called Ambazonian fighters in Indian area, which was a propaganda, because most of those guys who claimed to be surrendering were the workers. They are working in the timber company there, and they used to be Amazonian fighters, no doubt, but they long left the fight, and they had been building houses, constructing stuff for themselves, and the only way to end the fight was to do that, because but the president clarified that these are not fighters. These were former fighters, and they were not actually fighting anymore. So, that being said, the other aspect was the 20th May, the significance of the 20th May. And we all know what 20th May 1972 signifies, right? It signifies the period of lockdown of Ambazonia, the colonization of Ambazonia, the period of annexation of Ambazonia. So whatever happens on 20th May has nothing to do with national unity. Okay, you cannot unite a people while wiping out their identity. Is that not colonization or annexation? Whatever name you call it. Occupier, occupation, recolonization. You can call it whatever name, but it's just like wiping out somebody's identity and everything that belongs to them, so that the person should be dependent on you. And for the past 60 years, that is what the people of La République has done on the people of Ambazonia. That is why the people of Ambazonia are saying enough is enough. For the past 7 years, the people of Ambazonia has stood up and said enough is enough. They have used all peaceful means. They have used the arguments of force. Currently, they are using the force of argument, and that is where we are today in the crisis that has plagued the nation of Ambazonia, southern Cameroon. The other part of the question was talking about referendum. The president made it clear that referendum might be the best way to give the people a say. Okay, there have been referendums in other parts of the world. Okay, the British and the French people have an obligation. The international community also has an obligation, because when you give people an independent by joining somebody, and those people feel that for the past 60 years they have not had a good, they have not been in good terms or good relationship or good union with somebody, I think referendum must come in like in other countries peacefully. It should not be something that people have been asking and trying to fight for it. It should be a human right issue, like people who decide, okay, man, we voted, or we decided to come to this union when the United Nations had an independence vote, right? Now, if after the years and all this while we have seen that it's not moving, I think the international community should come in and do the right thing, right? The right thing should be to conduct a simple referendum, internationally supervised referendum that will end the crisis. We have been marginalized for the past years. We have seen our culture eradicated, our people being sidelined. We have been exploited. Our resources is being exploited, and everything that we have is being taken away. And when you are a people, you see that happen and you allow that to happen, then you are losing your own identity. Okay, you're losing your own identity, and that is what the people of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, will not tolerate. Yes, they will not tolerate that. In the past, we have seen a lot of that happen, but I want to show you that the people of Ambazonia have respected the lockdown, and as you have seen in the order, you see how it happened. Okay, what we have to look at this crisis now is what actions should the international community take. Okay, when we see the international community coming, we expect that understanding of the crisis. Okay, the crisis is about two countries, and we have seen that happen, right? Where the international community comes and we see other aspects. Okay.
Fellow Ambazonians, good afternoon. Today is Thursday, May 17th, 2023. I bring one this alert information in the camp. We say La Republic of Cameroon soldiers, they don't enter Kumba. Say they don't get 8 truckloads of La Republic of Cameroon soldiers, they don't enter Kumba. And these La Republic of Cameroon criminal soldiers, they be disguised as civilians. But not actually bees, they be disguised as civilians, they enter Kumba this afternoon. And they intend for sneak around, hide in the neighborhoods, and for track down any ARS where they be out. Some of them go get, they go hold sniper rifles, which be sniper rifles, the one where they fish it on from afar.
they sight you for telescope, they shoot them. But this warning, not only they go for we ARFs, even civilians, at the least suspicion, they will shoot you. So it be better for you, make you be safe, or stay you at home. Because 8 truckloads of bees now who, now like probably to come around criminal soldiers when they don't come into Kumba. The same thing it go on for Tombel and Bangam. Tombel and Bangam, they don't bring truckloads of La Republic bees where they be disguised as civilians, especially after the attack where they suffered yesterday, where some of their colleagues they be killed. They come in now and you know very well how they're going to behave. They're going to behave now like mad dogs. The least provocation or the least suspicion, they go attack anybody, even civilians. They need to spare anybody. So we call on all we ARFs and civilians as well. Say make all man be very, very careful. Be very careful. Look who way they around you. And sometimes you don't even see them because they hide in the bushes. But no give them any reason for kill you. Because in their frustrations, how they don't kill their colleagues, they go on for revenge on anybody. So make una be very, very careful. Civilians and ARFs alike, may they be very careful. May they not go expose themselves for being targeted by these criminal soldiers of La Republique where they don't come in. They don't bring them in. Say may they lie in the bushes these few days and for see who way they fit track them down. So this one are breaking news where I bring them for una. Make all man be careful. Take care of yourself. Look around you. Take care of each other. Make sure say all man be safe. And very important, stay you indoors so that make you be stay safe till Saturday when this so-called 20th May it don't be over. Because their intention now for force all man say may come out for must celebrate this day of shame, this day of slavery. The ones say make we must come out celebrate them. And we must prove say we don't pass that level. We'll not be slaves anymore, we'll be a free people. I will not come out celebrate the day where they will take me into slavery. So they want a breaking news. We're gonna be careful. We're gonna look out on ourselves. Make no man no expose himself for being killed unnecessarily. So thank you. Make gonna share this message. May it go for all these areas. And as despite the fact that we talk about Kumba, Tomber, and Bangam, we don't know whether the same situation will happen for the other regions. So may all man just be careful wherever in Ambazonia, because you don't know when they feel sneak in where you will never see them. So again, thank you again. May when I share this message, make it reach all man for ground zero.
Yeah, thank you. That was the SOS of communication. Mike Fusi explaining about what is going on in Ambazonia. You've heard 8 trucks of militaries entering Kumba. Those in Kumba and the vicinity should take note. The military of La Republique occupier are not coming to play with the local population. They are coming, they have a mission. They always have a target. How many people to kill, how many houses to burn, how many amount of money, how much amount of money they can reclaim from the local population. That's their job. And that is why when we call for referendum, is to make sure that we can safeguard our people. Okay, this war has been going on for 7 years, and we can keep fighting for the next 20 years. And even if we kill 100 armies, they will not get tired, because every year they are recruiting more armies to come to join their military. And how much are they paying them? Because of joblessness, they have rendered the people of the local population to be jobless, and so that they can easily get, the only job that they can have is entering through the military or get something. But that's a country that cannot even build simple schools. Look at all the guys there are bike riders. What job do they have? So these bike riders, if they bring them, or you do call box, if they bring them to come and have a military job, they'll go for it. If they can pay a captain that level 100,000. Look at their roads. This is the people who say they want to come and reconstruct your road. The people who don't even have good roads in their own areas, they want to come and reconstruct your own road. This is the special status that they give to our look at Atanganji, look at the Prime Minister there. They are eating crumbs. Our people are there in Yaoundé. Prostitution. That's what they are doing. Look at the schools. You say they want to come and reconstruct. For the past 60 years, they have not done that. Look at schools. Government schools. And when you see this, you say, oh, you believe them that they can come and reconstruct your school. Look at a school with raffia attached houses. Some of you need mental health care. Look at schools. These are the people you think that they can come and reconstruct your own schools for you. Comrade Musa, can you come up and tell us about the 20th May, about the issue? Let's listen to Comrade Musa.
Good evening, House. Revolutionary greetings. 21 gun salute to all of our fighters, generals, foot soldiers defending the homeland. I say once more again, when a cafe day up, Ambazonia must be free. Yes, this one high alert, as when I hear them from Congress Secretary of Communication, Comrade Mafusi. Yes, La République don't send 8 trucks towards Kumba. These 8 trucks, the BIR, them where they decide they don't disguise like civilians. Then and as Amba boys them, then they go enter for Kumba around 2:30 p.m. Amba time. So you be civilian, you be any other person, take time with these people, because if we will be the take care, for the information we will hear them about terrorist soldiers of La République, they for not the overkill, we are civilians. Civilian, we will hear, so you come out, say you know be Amba. Time where you go see you, what you go do, he go shoot you, kill them. Make we are families where they there for Kumba when I take time. The boys when we are fighters, them where they may when I know say La République don't bring 8 trucks for day, and the boys them don't disguise like civilian and they get guns. Now for do what for tack we are boys down, for try for tack when I down. So make when I be vigilant for this alert, this high alert. And soldiers them to go towards Tumbel, yes. Tumbel too, La République don't send soldiers where they come from in Konsamba. Yes, where they don't disguise to, they go all these areas where we call them for when Konsamba, Tumbel, Bangem, all we are fighters where they make when be vigilant and make when be for high alert. Even the civilians where when they make when try for height, so that make La République soldiers them not track when down. You know, say any person where you talk English for Cameroon, you be Amba. Me when not talk say no, this thing is concern na Amba. No, La République no Amba. As far as La République call you say you be anglophone, he go take you down. So now the alert that I think say when I don't hear them from Mark Pussy, yes, this information they come from the right source. So make we are people stay for high alert for these areas them where we name them for one. Thank you plenty.
Thank you very much, comrade, for that information. We don't hear how the Republic military they come towards Bafoussam side, then the other one they come towards this other side for Kumba. They go through Tombe too. So people for that area made a take note because La Republic, their only goal is to come and kill us, But on the other hand too, this week we don't see a lot of their military them where they come for can't kill we, but instead, but the opposite happen. So for those people where they get picking them for military, maybe they keep tell them where they come for can't kill for Ambazonia. Maybe they tell them say the people where they send them they can't kill, they didn't say kill them. And if they find they are picking them for military, they don't say they don't say they don't kill them for Ambazonia. May they get this information because they allow their picking them, may they join military, then they send them for Ambazonia for southern Cameroon. The land of southern Cameroon is not owned by La Republic. May they know so. They don't go come for our land, can't take our land. It will not happen like that. So may they be very aware of that. So whatever plan they get them, say they come for Ambazonia, may they not say they didn't for a different persons in land. That land don't belong now for La Republic people. It not belong for La Republic government or for Pobia. So now the message that way will pass on for them. And thing where it happen, when I see where it happen for some of them. They camp now so that they die too. May they know they when I say that they camp that they can't take something. No, Ambazonian fighters are not surrendering. The 8 million people of Ambazonia, a territory they more than how many countries in the world. They not just can't wipe out our identity like that. We get small countries where they not even reach 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 2 million, 3 million. We the 8 million people. So, until the last man standing, wait till they do for they waste no time. Our people are ready to fight on. If we suggest them referendum, it don't mean say we not fight on. Referendum, I just say why make a me end some peaceful way. But if the international community or La Republic, they no one take them, okay? Now the peace plan that we start them. One end with the peace plan when a referendum. But if they no one take them, so be it. Our boys are there. They are still fighting. The freedom fighters are fighting for their land. They are fighting for the future of their children. They are not fighting for anybody. Nobody is asking anybody to fight. All man will fight for the fight. They know why they fight. For the future of their own children. Where their children go live in peace. Okay? As America, they don't fight. We enjoy America today. You know how many people they be killing for the land where they fight against the British. They fight for long and America win. Forget the independence. That's why America no go ever deny some man no fight. Many man no lie with that thing say America government do this. No lie. America government they encourage freedom fighters. Yes, they encourage freedom fighters because they encourage democracy. And democracy must always go with freedom. Must always go with justice. That's what democracy entails. So if one lack, there's a problem. So make no man or tell on anything, okay? When I see what this guy they don't do for us.
The ribbons.
Fight for freedom.
No retreat.
No surrender.
For whatever.
Backward never.
Okay, today na 16 May. Fi Masha Ekpeteshi, the living ghost of ribbons. We don't go fight today. Nothing then do it. Can we take 2 gun proof? We don't want the person the delay for come. 2 helmet.
So as you can see, this what happened. This is what happened. The occupier forces came in that area in Mabonji. It's the outskirts of Kumba, and these guys were so fast and had to do what they call, it's a regular thing that they do. They do their guerrilla warfare. Now the thing that way that they do before they now guerrilla warfare it happen. So may no man of you. These guys are using the local method of fighting the Cameroon military. Now so way that they do them, and they capture some of them. That they do their own way they fit do, and you see now in that way that they display them for this. So may no man not tell you anything different. Now Mabonji this the outskirts of Kumba. Now Meme County, Kumba.
Living ghost
Mabonji.
of ribbons. We don't go fight today. Nothing then do it. Can we take 2 gun proof? We don't want the person the delay for come. 2 helmet. Na berita pump then that one at ever. The ribbons.
We don't yet say La Republique they celebrate their own 20 May now for 15 May. I'll be happy say that date they don't change themselves. They don't go rally picking them. Me I remember say back in the days we'll be the celebrate 20 May. We'll be the celebrate 20 May with the we'll be try for make sure say we'll celebrate them. We'll do practice for 1 week. Now so we will be the suffer. This time we'll also say they don't instead go celebrate them 1 week ahead of time. And they force picking them. They go inside some schools and for some area there. I don't know, some one area there. They go force picking them and they can match. You cannot do this to a people for too long. Okay, the people of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia have realized themselves and they have said enough is enough. Take a watch at this video. You see how they went to a school, one school there, and rallied children. Then they'll send this video to Yaoundé, and then they'll give them money. Oh, you're doing a good job. But that's not 20 May. We have 20 May lockdown, and you cannot go and take 10 people to go and march because the people will be indoors. Okay, like they respect today the start of the 20 May lockdown. Take a watch at this one. You see, they are celebrating 20 May on the 16 May. I've never seen that. So that's how La Republic is celebrating their own 20th May now. They do it ahead of time because on that 20th, there will be no play. It's a total lockdown on that day. So that's the news that the people are sending to them, and they have to respect that. Yes. Our people will not tolerate that in any way, shape, or form. Because, yeah. Our Honorable Weber made this thing clear, right? He said that when the people will rise up, nothing can stop them. Okay, so let me play that thing about take a listen to another lockdown embargo that went on. That was from Capo Daniel.
Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. Nami Capo Daniel, the Commander-in-Chief of the Ambazonian Dark Forces. I want to send video message because me gonna see my face as I talk. Me gonna not see as some unidentified person or some anonymous person. They can send some video or na not understand them or na know whether I go trust them or not. Una forward this video for all mommy them, papa them for Boya and for Victoria. Man, not even call and say Victoria. Me confuse some people them. Even for Limbe. The school them where they do practice for march on 20th May. Una tell all them and their parents them and their children them. Say for the last Mount Cameroon, ma call and the way some of una ma call and Mount Cameroon race if we go on. For that Mount Cameroon race, Cameroon, he bring military from Kutaba. He withdraw military them from Victoria. Bring them all for Boya. Say me they can bring security for day. Then bring them for day. He no stop Ambazonian forces them for carry out attack against the people the way they be go participate illegally for that race in the middle of a war. We are at war. Do not be deceived. Don't send your child to participate in 20th May celebration. If you do so, you have deliberately ignored the facts that there is a war going on. It is not secure. Your children will be put between Ambazonian forces and the Cameroon occupation forces, and the consequences will be yours to carry. Cameroon abandoned those people who were sick, who were hurt by the bomb blast during the Mount Cameroon race. They died not because of the attack directly, but because they were abandoned in hospital despite the Cameroon government promise to their victims that they will be taken care of. The last lady who died was abandoned completely, and she died because of neglect. That is the cause of her death, neglect. So share this message for all my way there for Boya, for all my way there for Victoria, or for Limbe, as soon whatever name you choose for Column. For the school, them particularly where they do training for march pass. Say if any man you go for 20th May celebration, if you send your pikin, you allow your pikin make you go for day. Anything where you see them, don't take on the way we come. No come up blame people and say, hey, they don't attack civilian anymore, they don't do this. I don't do my own. I don't want to send the message for minimize casualties, because an attack against Cameroon celebration of 20th May is imminent. The planning is ongoing. So to just eliminate civilian casualties, collateral damages, whatever name you choose for call them, a word to a wise is sufficient. Cameroon 20th May celebration is banned in Ambazonia. It celebrates the capitulation of our people, the stripping away of their dignity, the destruction of our statehood and our country, Ambazonia. Nobody should participate in 20th May celebration. Do so at your own risk. Don't say you never heard, you were never warned. Don't say that you were not aware, you were forced, because when your picking go die, you go then have your head. And for all Ambazonian forces, I will continue to tell them, say, any attack against the Cameroon military should be proportional and should limit to the maximum any civilian casualties. But for those who put their children in harm's way or put themselves in harm's way, should have themselves to be blamed, ultimately.
Thank you. That was the activist Capo Daniel on the 20 May lockdown, as other activists have also made it clear that the lockdown will be very, very respected, and you don't want to send your kid outside because of a day that is a day of our annexation. You know, you cannot send your children to go and be marching, celebrate annexation, celebrate day that they were colonized or recolonized. It doesn't make sense. So tell your children, keep your children at home, safe for one day. Nothing will happen if they can stay home for that day. You know, if they can stay home for one day, then they can still survive. But don't send them to go and die somewhere, okay? It's not worth it. Okay. Another lockdown message.
Special celebration greetings to all.
Let me play this. So this one is another lockdown message.
And 20th of May 2023. All we will be aware and we know say this 20th of May, it's been a very bad date in the history of Ambazonian so far. Because now on this day, on this 20th of May, will our republic be dubiously change our federal structure, our structure from federal state unity to unitary state. And so we beg all our civilians. We know say we already apologize so many times for our mistakes. I would really need for belief to say all this information we give for una need to take them very seriously, because now some of the impact of this or problems or issues and this way that make we are get problem or trouble. When we give any information, when the fighters they call of any lockdown or any ghost town, we need to take them very seriously. We beg una for say for this 20th of May, make any parent keep picking them for house. I know say una always like for be like Thomas. Try and see. And with the statements and the information where we enemies of the Republic terrorist government, the pressure out for una say they don't start for win the war. But would the tell una say war it need a lot of strategies. So if we go silent for some strategic reasons, so make una not take our silence for granted.
anyone where he go dare celebrate this day in the name of 20th May. If he get any confrontation from the fighters and for Ground Zero, make him no put a blame on us. So would the advise una for say make.
Yeah, so you have heard from the Ground Zero fighters, General Bitakola. So these are all different warnings about the 20th May, and it's very important now that most of our people have understood what the propaganda and the lies, all the lies about this 20th May that happened. So most of the time people don't know, and they just go and march, and they're happy that 20th May, but they don't know detail what is 20th May. Okay, and that is why we're trying to sensitize people about 20th May, what happened on that day, and why we don't want to celebrate it no more. Okay, celebrating something that will instead put you in bondage is really not good. Okay, you cannot celebrate something that put you in bondage and okay, under duress. You suffer, your people are suffering, and you know, and that is why we are calling on all Ambazonians to boycott as usual. We have been doing for the past 7 years, so it's not new. 20th May is banned in Ambazonia.
Imedea
20th May is banned in Ambazonia. Okay, I want you to listen to one of our old singers who used to be very famous back in the days of Southern Cameroon. Okay, Mafani, he used to be very famous back in the days, and this is just to bring you back to our message of Southern Cameroon, how we had our own musicians, we had our everything, and Mafani used to sing like the Congolese people, like, you know, the way they sing. So I'll just take this minute and listen, and we'll come back. Okay.
Imende yondo na mai Shijuka mbo abokoe Vama velo me kokoe Imende ya niliwae Imadire ya mboli ojia Na matu makuwa libangia Imaedi na mwaie Shilute ya ndiye chimelie Imakwela moroko ojia Shijawele milimengone Renge mwabanga wene keka Shawama Eja onoi Libangea Imaedi na mwaie Shilutea Pechibelie Imakwele moroko ojia Shijawele milimengone Renge moba mawene keka Shawama Eja onoi
Thank you. That was Sami Mafani. Those people who grew up like us in Boya and Limbe, when we're young, we're listening to these songs, and we did not know what was going on. Now we realize that these are musicians that were abandoned. They were never promoted. They promoted more of Makossa and their Bikutsi there. They never promoted these, our famous musicians, and they were singing some good songs back in the days, but nobody promoted them. We grew up knowing that Douala is the best language, or the best songs are Makossas, and these are high life songs that also sold a lot in Congo and other countries, but they did not promote them in La Republique. I want to bring up Honorable Wiba, who made those. Take a listen to Honorable Wiba.
The problems in Cameroon, the problem we have in West Cameroon, is the problem that will bring down Cameroon. If you do not handle it well, you will not know Cameroon as it is in a few months or in a few years. When people have had pent-up anger and pain, humiliation, for over 50 years, when it bursts out, you will never be able to control it. And I told him, and simply what he asked me was, qu'est-ce que vous allez faire? Because you have your army of occupation out in West Cameroon, you believe that when the people will rise, even if you took the whole of the French army and added to yours, you will never bring them down. And
thank you. That's Honorable Wiba there. He told them, nobody listened to him. The problem that will bring down Cameroon is this crisis. And for the past 7 years, the La Republic government has been struggling to solve the crisis. Okay, Honorable Wiba was right. And when he said that, no, they instead chased him out. He was chased out of the country. Okay. Now, I've seen the House of Commons pass something that is very prominent. But do you think that the La Republic government has respected any any law or any bills? Have they respected any resolutions? No. So the international community now understand that the Republic government does not want to resolve the crisis peacefully. They believe that their military will win the war. Okay? But they forgot to know, even America, with the greatest world power, the greatest military in the world, could not defeat Vietnam. America could not defeat other countries. So that belief that they have that they can win is a dream. It's a dream. Okay? But I want let's listen to what he's about to say.
You are here to package
he's a
their
prominent
names.
person who has a lot of information.
You are also a commercial agent of the CPDM party. You've come to sell some products, and those are the names of the products you are selling here. Keep selling. You will sell, and very soon those same products you sell will bite you. Let's keep that one aside. Media is a platform you can say whatever you want. La Francophonie has a lot of nations. Commonwealth has a lot of nations. And Cameroon and Canada are the only two privileged countries in the world who have this connection on both sides. If the Canadian government is given the privilege to lobby on both sides, they can assemble a huge number of nations that can file a motion that either La Francophonie or the Commonwealth or the United Nations will be left with no choice than to engage procedures in order to bring this crisis to an end. That is one of the things I think that is the question you asked me, I've been able to answer. Now, to get back to what I want to correct what Kedia was saying. Kedia said they should tell these boys in the bushes to drop their arms. That we are not telling them because we are collaborators. Nobody ever woke up one day to pick arms. It takes an action to provoke a reaction. The arms is a product of an action. Let the action stop, the reaction will stop. Nobody is a dunce or an idiot or a nincompoop in this nation that you will come on TV platform and try to make us feel as if we are inferior. We were matured. We were not babies that this thing will be told us like stories. We were matured when the crisis started. I was already a matured man as a father. So I will not be told how the crisis started. It takes an action to provoke a reaction. If you want to stop a reaction, stop the action. So when we stand on the platform and we are trying to preach that they should come on the table to dialogue, it's not because somebody does not have grievances. You cannot be pouring fuel to an already ignited flame by insulting and humiliating people who have lost loved ones, displaced families, lost education, lost finances, lost lives of their family members, and they are reacting out of anger and.
I think I can tell you that he's right in where he said in any action there is a reaction. Our people are peaceful people, and for the past 7 years, our people started with peace plant. They came out in their masses to tell the world to tell La Republic government that they don't want the treatment they are going through. They don't want But what happened? Pobia in 2017 declared war, and when you declare war on 8 million people, do you think it will be that easy for you to just silence 8 million people like that? It doesn't work like that. You heard what Honorable Wiba said, right? You can bring all your military, add them with foreign military and all those. It's the will of the people. It's the will of the people. And when you see what is happening, right, it is, you cannot, even you create the DDR centers. Boys who are looking for jobs will just go and stay there. They're not even Ambazonian fighters. They are looking to eat because they are jobless. You can't arrest people who are in the quarters because they don't have job. If you have jobs, right? If people are busy, they'll be at their companies working. But you go to the quarters, you meet boys sitting. You arrest them. Give them jobs. People want jobs. They don't want you to come and be following them around the quarter when they are having some are in the bar, they are drinking or they are doing their things. That is the work of joblessness. They can go and take 20 guys that put them, display them that they are DDR guys, they are going to DDR center. All those for the past 7 years, they are still doing the old propaganda. It doesn't work. Why do you keep doing things that doesn't work? You keep repeating the same thing over and over and over. People are losing their life on both sides. On both sides. We'll continue the year they were brother. Me continue.
There are many persons who were quiet at their own end until the military came and killed their innocent members. They were forced to pick arms. Do you think that everybody that is in the bush deliberately wanted to carry arms? It was because they were tossed at a position they could not take it any longer. So when we are talking, we should be pacifying our statement on platforms in order to make them see reasons. You convince a wounded man to see reason with you. You don't impose. That's diplomacy. When we come on platform and try to intimidate people already wounded, you're only igniting more flame, you're pouring more fuel to already ignited flame. So I think when we come on platform, we'll tell those guys in the bushes that please, we understand your grievances, we understand your pain, but the measure you are using to stop the problem is not the right measure. Don't tell that they are criminals. Don't tell that they are this. There are many people in that bush who are doing an act of revenge. And if there is no action, there will be no revenge. So I think the media is a place where if we want to properly use the media, we should use it as a place to try to coordinate people's mindset and even try to plead with people to see reasons with what we are talking about. We don't come on platform like this and try to inject more fire to the heart of people already wounded. It should be corrected.
Okay. Yes. The release further states that as such, the subcommittee shares the view that the government of Canada should rally allies through multilateral organizations to call for an immediate ceasefire and an end to hostilities. Can they do that?
Yes, it can be done and done well. Now, when it comes to international politics and international diplomacy, it's something which the regime barons have not understood. I'm surprised most of them have gone through Iraq, but Iraq has not gone through them. That's why you see my brother ranting here. Now, you get to a point whereby people think that Cameroon is so powerful that no nation can put Cameroon to order. Those are errors. Libya once thought of like that. But little did Gaddafi know that when the worst come to the worst, there are some measures that will not be respected when some countries want to call the shot that enough is enough. It's the same scenario with Cameroon here. Now, if you look at like what you are asking here, what they just mentioned there is what can be done. If they could decide to get to other countries, they could decide to put up, and what are the measures? Now, look at what is coming to the Yaoundé regime, which they don't know. Because you think that you can use arrogance and maintain a war for a longer period of time. Now, when you use that arrogance, what will they do? The measures are simple. What we are getting here is the diplomatic phase. What you see, the House of Commons putting in place and getting to other phase is what we call the diplomatic phase. There's another phase that comes in which will not be diplomatic any longer. That has to do with sanctions. When you start hearing that government officials who have accounts abroad or they have been banned from traveling to Canada, banned from traveling to this particular nation, that's how it comes gradually. Before you know, you start hearing that their accounts have been frozen. Before you know, you start hearing that there is a joint task force that is moving into the conflict area. That's when you start knowing that the grammar we're blowing here, you get to a period where we'll discover that we don't have what we call monopoly of violence to do it to the extent that we think we can do it because we call ourselves sovereign state. Look at the situation. When we talk about sovereign state, I have even the impression that some of these CPDM guys don't even understand what is meant by sovereign state. Because if you sit and somebody makes a declaration in France and he tells someone that I am the one who ordered a release of person A or B in the country, which actually happened, it's a blow on the sovereignty of the so-called Cameroon. That a president made it publicly, that is the one who caused somebody to be released, just at the request, and the person was released. It tells you that the sovereignty we are blowing grammar here, we don't even have it, because if we're talking about economic stability, you're talking about a level of education which is independent or the like, we're talking about that kind of a degree of sovereignty. But where we are, imagine that even toothpick that my man is blowing grammar here, we cannot produce. And you're talking about they should go and solve their own problems. Look at an issue. See the arrogance. Cameroon wants to teach countries established in democracy how to carry out democracy. When democracy is a borrowed system of government, not even part of Cameroon as per se, it's a borrowed system we are borrowing, and then somebody sits on the platform and he tells you that they should even come and study democracy from us. Do you see witchcraft in borderline? When God wants to be angry, when the God wants to be angry with you, they just take wisdom away from you. You start talking like uncontrollable weaver bird. Before you know it, you're already in the net. So these are the issues we find here. So what Canada is doing is very clear. That message, I will plead, Yaoundé regime, pick the press release from the House of Commons serious. Because your days are numbered if you don't take it very, very serious. Because, as I said, crimes against humanity have already been established. It's a war. It's on both sides. It's already been established. And whether we like it or not, if you start seeing a country leaving countries from borrowing money for a stadium and then going down but to banks, know that the center is gradually losing its gravitational force. I don't know if my brother here is understanding the rhythms. But then, as arrogant as the system is, they will blow grammar until they only find themselves into the grave. They start saying, had I known. Now, when the time comes from the letter we're finding here, already lobbies are going on. If you see a French parliamentarian talks, you see the House of Commons in Britain talks. Now, this one, House of Commons in Canada is talking. When the Congress the Congress House in America has spoken. These are powerful.
Yes, that was an excerpt from my Media Prime. It's, when you have a government, a government that is full of people that do not even know what is diplomacy, what do you expect? Government that is full of people who are very archaic in their own thinking. Republic government officials don't know how to tackle the problem of this crisis because they are trying everything that is not working, but they still try. They keep doing the wrong things, thinking that if they do it over and over, it will work. Every year we have banned this 20th May. Every year, this is the House of Commons. The subcommittee House of Commons passing a judgment that the Canada government should try and rally allies to bring Cameroon to negotiation table. When we said that, when Cameroon rejected the Switzerland negotiation and instead went and said he wanted Canada to negotiate in their in the crisis, to mediate in the crisis, what were they thinking? They thought that Canada would not do it, or Canada would be reluctant to do it. But the force in which Canada took, you saw the foreign minister put out a statement, and that was when when the La Republic government withdrew from the process. The Canada government and the American government have said, okay, we have seen the person that does not want to go to negotiation table. This has nothing to do with Ambazonians or Southern Cameroon leaders. It has to do now with La Republique du Cameroon. Now, there are many sanctions that will come apart from AGOA or visa ban or the others that has or the military, the U.S. withdrawal of its military force or support, military support. What we are seeing here is that once the Canada government succeed in rallying all these foreign allies, La Republique will be forced to go to the negotiation table. Else, they will be bringing in other tools, in their menu, like sanctions that can really hamper them, economic sanctions and all those sanctions. So, for now, we are seeing a gradual movement towards that, and the pressure is now more on the side of La Republique. Okay, and we are seeing that the pressure is mounting every day, and we are very thankful to the Canadian government, the American government, to all the government that are putting effort to see that this crisis ends. And you have realized that negotiating, even the referendum will still take many years to be achieved. So anything we are doing is trying to see what can work. And you know how La Republique is. Do you think La Republique can even easily accept a referendum? It's not easy. No option is easy. All the parts are difficult parts. Okay? Do you think it's easy to bring La Republique to the negotiation table? When you hear that they are carrying more military, more troops to Kumba area there, Mtombe, they are carrying more. So, anyone telling you, say me when I go drop on a thing for down, on a no hear that one. Me no man know fool you say La Republique be ready for stop this crisis now. And I lie. La Republique not be ready. They don't run for Switzerland. They don't run for Canada. Now they one now they can't discuss about if they accept a referendum. They need a agree for come. So any man we come for you say maybe you drop your material for them, say La Republique want go for negotiation, La Republique want go for referendum. Na lie. La Republique no be ready for settle the thing. La Republique knows that they will win for battle. That is why we go for be ready. Make we know say this crisis will take another 7 years again. Any man where he come for this thing and say one can be leader or one can be a top general. Or you can be in a man way now you will go discuss for negotiation table. Then you know be ready for the fight. Go find place sit down. Because this is now a true dedication with the see now. Any fighter we did now or the fight. Now the dedicated fighter than that. The one the way they will come where they one can chop money, now they don't go for DDR center so. The one the way they be say they will kind of make money, now they don't run. Go for Nigeria or they go then their own side. The leader, the way they be know say they can be leader, then they will go be this, they will go be that. They don't already come out, they don't run. If you see man waiting for this struggle now, no sooner dedicated people than that. And now those few, they will liberate this struggle. The few fighter the way they did now so, now the dedicated fighter than that. The few leaders them where they did now, where they be true say they did for the fight. Now they want them that way they did. Okay? So many man for you say some other person or some other thing. No. This thing more make up our mind. make your plan, long-term plan for 7 years. I just talk and so because the way like way they behave, they not be ready for settle this thing amicably. So make what people they know. Say we'll get a long battle ahead. So the only way our people will support we now for respect this lockdown them. Like this 20 May, 11 February and all those lockdown days and way they put them just for counter them, for tell them say our people don't want this union. Yes, no, they don't want the union. So thank you guys very much and stay blessed. We'll keep moving forward. No matter the difficulty, our people will be moving forward. Okay? Thank you very much.